Wait, so who almost killed you?
So that was all the annoying things, but it all went great. We raised a lot of money. Yingling was the go. But at the end, after the stream ended, I wanted to shake the hand and kiss the baby of everyone who's in the crowd. So I had them form a nice orderly line, and I went through them all, and everyone was great. And there was this one guy who had been around for most of the weekend, and he was nice and whatever. But at the very end, he was like, "Can I get a pic?" I was like, "Great, let's get a pic." And then he's like, "I have something for you." He takes off his backpack, and I'm like, "Can I hold the backpack?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, "Okay, don't love this." Then he reaches in, and he's like reaching for a while, and it's not that big of a backpack. And he grabs onto something. I can sense it's somewhat big because I can see his veins. And then I instantly, my heart rate just jumps up. So I reach in with him, and I pull it out, and it's deodorant. And like a can of it, like a spray one. Okay. And I was like, thank God.
Nice.
And he's like, "It's because you stink." And I was like, great.
Yes,
so
that's worse than a gun. I wish you had a gun.
Yeah.
Because at least you wouldn't have to hear that fucking dumb
my
shit.
heart's racing. And then I'm like, all right, I'll keep this. And then he's like, "Well, no, I need it back. You can just use it." And I'm like, this was stressful for not a lot of value here. So I give it back to him, and then he leaves. And then the only other thing with a fan, there was this kid, he was like 11. He walks by and he looks at me. He does one of the double take, and he just happened to be at the convention. He's like, "Ludwig?" I'm like, "Yeah. How you doing?" And he's like, "Not so good. My Twitch got banned." And I was like, "That's a bummer." And we chat a bit, and then I'm like, "Do you want to pick? Because I want to go." And he's like, "I don't have my phone." And he's like, so sad. So I'm like, "Oh, I'll take a pic and send it to you. Do you have like a Twitter or something?" He's like, "No," but and he's like kind of alluding as a number, and I was like, "I can send it to your number." He's like, "Well." And it's like kind of weird to message his personal number. So I'm like, "What's your dad's number?" And so he gives it to me. Take the pic. I send it to him. He has texted me 5 times since then on his dad's number.
Oh.
And I keep reading it and not replying. And then he's like, "Damn, left me on red." And I'm like, "Bro."
Wow.
So if you're watching this, Ryan, let's just move on with our lives.
Also, Ryan, you shouldn't be watching The Yard at all. We were just talking about a woman coming in a box.
Also, there's furry porn. You can actually watch furries fuck.
There's way better stuff to be watching, like what Nick said.
So go check that shit out. And to Ryan's father.
And to Ryan's father, I'll see you in the parking lot.